All right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Welcome to Blerd Talk episode 51. Jay, what's good with you, bro? How you living over there, my dude? How you living over there, my guy?
All the loyal fans that have been keeping up from day one, they'll recognize this quote. The Grim Reaper of movies is here.
The Grim Reaper of movies. Oh my God. Oh man, this is
Outside of that, I'm doing great. Cocaine Bear comes out in 2 days.
That's
I can't
right.
wait.
We gotta see Cocaine Bear. You're absolutely right. We gotta see Cocaine Bear. You're absolutely right.
I wanna watch a movie called Cocaine Bear.
You're absolutely right. We gotta see Cocaine Bear. We gotta do it. We have no other options. We have no other options right here. We have no other option.
I laugh every day with one of my coworkers because she wants to see it too, and we laugh at the fact that we're really about to
go watch a movie
spend money
Cocaine
to go
Bear.
see Cocaine Bear.
Yep. We're truly about to go watch Cocaine Bear. That shit is wild on so many levels. It's so wild. My stuff is acting stupid. It's not letting me be great and record. So I don't know. So that
we watch a lot of people. Well, let me not speak for the people because I'm not a people person. Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people like Swiss Army Man. Remember that joke? So
with Daniel Radcliffe. Swiss Army Man was dope. That was dope.
So we can watch Cocaine Bear. We can watch Swiss Army Man.
That was dope. That was dope. That joke was dope. I'm not even gonna lie to you. That was dope. That thing was dope. Like absolutely dope. Absolutely.
That joke was fire.
I did want to tell you. So next week we're gonna have a guest on here. Her name is Sabrina, and this is why we're gonna have a guest. This is why I told her to be on the show. So she was telling me that her all-time favorite movie is Avatar.
Avatar what?
The Avatar with the James Cameron. Yes.
Not Aang. The cartoon.
Not Aang. She said Avatar, and my mouth hit the jaw. I mean, my jaw hit the floor, and I was like, "Your all-time favorite movie is Avatar," and she said yes. She confirmed it twice, and so what I told her to do is said, "No, this can't be life. You need to get a top 10 movie list together." So, and we're gonna talk about it and dissect it.
Is there a Avatar movie that I don't know about that came out like in the early 90s where like Denzel's playing in it? Because I know, respect to Miss Sabrina, I can't wait to meet her, trust me, but I know she not talking about the blue people?
Yes, that's what she's talking about, the blue people. That's what she's talking about.
I would like to hear her POV, and I cannot wait to meet her.
That's what I said, right? That's the same thing I said. I was like, oh no, I need a top 10 movie list from you, and you're going to have to break it down.
I'm not mad at Avatar movies, by the way, people. I'm okay. I'm just not like, my heart ain't in it, but it's very entertaining to watch. So I'm not like as thorough as I am with other movies. You know what I mean? So, have at it. Have at it with Avatar.
I was really like,
I like the second one better than the first one, though. Yeah, I like the second one better than the first one, though.
I haven't even seen the second one yet.
I mean, I'm not an expert again, so I'm speaking casually. I like the second one better than the first one. It was okay. I mean, it don't strike a chord. It's just a good. For me, it's just a good movie to watch. So I'm not an expert, but I would like to hear her POV of it because maybe it will help me understand the fandom of Avatar.
I was absolutely like, whoa, Sabrina, you the homie, but you're gonna have to come with a top 10 list. And that's a good thing, because I asked her if she wanted to be on the show. She said, yeah, that's cool. And I said, okay. So she's ready to, that's a good hill to die on. She ready. She ready.
Yeah. Do we gotta do a top 10?
I think it would be too long pause for us to do a top 10. But
I agree.
Maybe a top 3. Maybe a top 3 for us.
Maybe I think I give you 3.
I can do a top 3 because we was kind of discussing this at work too, and we gonna get into the Ant-Man thing. But I didn't realize how many people haven't seen the Boondock Saints. And that's like one of my favorite movies.
Damn, never.
I know, right? Man, the Boondock Saints was so good. But
movies I accidentally seen the Boondock Saints. I didn't even know nothing about it. It just kind of was like, I don't even remember how I watched it. I just know I watched it, and it was just like
same thing.
And I was just like, bet.
I think I saw it on like back in the day on HBO when HBO and Showtime used to go head to head, and we had the schedule. I came in like at the end of it. And of course, back in the day, like now you can see when the next time it was coming on, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm trying to watch this again, and I end up like watching it from the get go. But Jason and I had some things to discuss. I went and saw Ant-Man, and what is it? The Ant-Man, the Wasp, and the what is it? The Quantumania.
Quantumania.
Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna get this out the way right now for me. I'm just gonna get this out the way. I don't know if you agree, but Thor: Love and Thunder was better than Ant-Man.
Shit.
I'm going to say this. Now, I was down on that hill alone for Thor: Love and Thunder. I was on that hill alone. I was on that hill alone.
Yo.
I was on that hill alone. And I don't care what no one says. Everybody today in the office, people were saying that Ant-Man was better than Thor: Love and Thunder, and I can't stand by that.
Oh man!
So I'm just gonna say this. This is not even gonna be my full review, but I'm just gonna say this.
The potion.
I'm gonna say this.
Had to get some potion in me.
Your boy is the best thing about Ant-Man, Jonathan Majors. He's the best thing about Ant-Man.
Yeah,
he's the best thing, and. Okay. I told y'all when I saw that movie with him years ago, like 6 or 7 years ago, when he had a brother and their father died. It was a good movie. I told y'all that man was going places. He is a tremendous actor. Yeah. But Jay, I'm curious to see the movie Grim Reaper, because I'm going to tell you what I thought, but I'm going to tell you right now, my ranking of Ant-Man is pretty low. Okay, it's pretty low. It's not the worst movie in the MCU. It's not. Okay. But it ain't far from the bottom. it ain't far from the bottom. Okay. But to me, we was having a discussion today. People were really saying that, and I think this is just hate for Love and Thunder, but people were saying Ant-Man was better than Love and Thunder. Absolutely disagree. Jump off a cliff, because no, that is not correct. Okay? I'm standing by that. There's no way people was thinking that Ant-Man was better than Love and Thunder, because it's not. Okay? Yeah. Besides anything with Kang in it, I was just not interested. Okay. But I want to let you go first, because when you put in the text, man, I can't wait for Wednesday. I was like, man, here we go. Here we go. I said it like, here we go. Okay. So go ahead and let me know what you think.
Okay, as you know, as a lot of y'all know, I tend to ramble, so I'm going to try to unpack and be concise as much as possible when I speak about Ant-Man. And I'm going to start with what you just said. I disagree that it is not better than Love and Thunder.
Oh, no, you're saying you agree with that.
I think Ant-Man is better than Love and Thunder.
Oh my God. Okay,
but
continue.
Not by much, because Ant-Man Quantumania was horrible. Let's count the ways. Let's count the way. Let me get the good stuff out of the way first. Jonathan Majors, look, man.
You're on his way.
You can go ahead. Hold on. Where's my bulletproof list? Okay. We got Hugh Jackman as Logan. No more casting of that. Don't recast it.
Done.
We got Ryan Reynolds as Deadpool. Don't recast it.
Absolutely.
We got Pierce Brosnan as Fate. Don't recast it. We're not recasting.
We're not doing that.
No recasting
right.
that. Don't change nothing. Jonathan Majors as Kang. I'm talking about the Kang, and we'll get to that later. But the Kang that we all know and love. Don't recast it. He has bulletproofed himself in comic book hero history as the Kang. One of the dopest scenes I liked about him is when he's preparing, when he finally got the joke back and he's preparing to make his move, he's crying. He got tears in his eyes. Like, I don't want to do this, but I got to do this. Fire. Like his motives and his mission was like, look, I'm trying to help you. It seems like I'm not, but trust me, I am.
Absolutely.
I'm trying to help you. Jonathan Majors, no slander. I don't care how bad Creed 3 is. I see people going after him because he cosplayed as Don Flamingo from One Piece. The pink. Oh, did you see him sitting on the couch?
Yeah,
with the fur?
People had a problem with that?
People had a problem with that. But he's cosplaying a character on One Piece named Don Flamingo. Don Flamingo wears the fur.
But why do people have a problem with it? I don't.
Come on, you know what type of world we in. We live in a world where we think that a man wearing a pink fur is soft, but y'all favorite rapper wear purses and do the little shoulder bump like this. I ain't gonna name no names. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all put them in y'all radio every day, okay? Never seen a world where somebody who wears jeans tighter than a female is talking about someone else's masculinity. But I ain't gonna digress, okay? Let's stay on topic. Outside of that, bruh, there was a story, but there was no weight. There was no tension. There was no impact. They MCU'd another villain again. Ultron was a great villain. They killed him off like he was a regular boss, a regular villain on a Power Ranger episode.
Yeah, they did.
They sort of kind of did the same thing here. This movie is introducing the new phase. It's introducing the power and the impact of Kang. Not just Kangs with an S, which I understand the route y'all going with the variants.
Right.
But Kang himself, he's not that easy. He's not that simple. You just don't conquer one of the Kangs as easy, and then you got 3, 4, 5, maybe 20 more on the way for people who know the story of the variants of Kang, which I'm sure, Josh, you might dig into. And shout out to Ming. Ming's already hip to.
Yep.
MCU, you guys are dying. Look, it was bad as the kickoff movie for the new phases.
I agree.
I personally felt, and I'm not a professional, but going into this movie, I literally was like, Paul Rudd's gonna die because this is the establishment.
We said that last week.
This is the establishment of how powerful Kang is supposed to be.
Great.
And even worse, like, I'm happy they stayed light on the jokes. They tried to joke. It was very light. It was quick jabs. It wasn't Thor Love and Thunder heavy jokes where they just milked it for eons. At least I like the telepath and the little glue,
he was funny.
the
little ooze joke.
The ooze. That's Polka Dot Man from Suicide Squad, by the way.
That's who?
That's the dude who played Polka Dot Man.
Oh wow.
That's his voice. Yeah.
He was like, I have hoes.
That was cool. Paul Rudd, like, for me, it's not even the casting, it's not the actors, it's not even them to me. But Paul Rudd is great as Ant-Man.
Yeah, he is.
And I get the story they were trying to tell, but it just didn't have any weight. The father-daughter, like, this is our first father-daughter outing. We never go camping. Yep. I have these type of morals. You don't have these type of morals. We're growing together. They just did not put enough time to making weight on caring about the father-daughter relationship.
Agreed. Okay, I can.
Even Michelle Pfeiffer and her history in the quantum realm. It did not have enough tension. It did not have enough weight. I love Bill Murray. Respect to Bill Murray. He was just
Excellent.
He respected Bill, but he was just like fanfare. He was just like,
he was.
I'm just here to be a name in a movie. You know what I'm saying? And not last but not least, at least on the movie itself, MODOK.
Yeah, that was
whoever the director is, whoever the effects guy is. Not only should you be fired, you should be tarred and feathered, and you should never be granted any type of sauce from Chick-fil-A ever again.
Well, but hold on. It was not as bad as Henry Cavill's lip. It was not that bad. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think it was worse. It's the
what?
Bruh. Ming, shout out to Ming.
His face was really, yeah.
Shout out to Ming. Ming gave the best example and metaphor of that man's face in MODOK. He literally said to us, and it was perfect. He said, "You ever seen Shark Boy and Lava Girl, that movie?" He said, "The effects and the CGI look like that."
That's so disrespectful.
It's true. It ain't disrespectful if it's facts. He ain't lying. It looked like they couldn't even fit his CGI face in the suit.
You're right, because he always looked stretched. You're right. He did. Like, when he first took off the thing, his face was like stretched. It was.
Yeah. And you idiots, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart, you idiots at Disney or the Power at B, in y'all's pre-screening of the movie before you greenlit it, you sat
and
you
watched it. Yep. And you said,
you did not tell them to fix it. That's the worst part. That was pathetic. That was pathetic. That is pathetic.
Okay. All right.
The movie. Let me look. I'll wait till after you, but I'll start it here.
Mm-hmm.
MCU, y'all on life support, bruh. Y'all on life support. Y'all on life support, bruh. I'm being real. We gotta be, and it ain't about DC. I don't know what DC gonna do. James Gunn don't hype me up,
right?
So I'm not talking DC. I ain't saying DC gonna take over Disney. We not fanboys over here,
right? Exactly.
I'm speaking solely about this movie and where they're going, bruh.
Okay.
Y'all are on life support. Quality. Y'all are on life support. Last thing before I let you go. Thing before I let you go. I want to say a year or so ago, MCU fans came after Martin Scorsese. Martin Scorsese, one of the greatest directors of all time,
he said something. Yeah, okay, go ahead, continue.
These films seem like amusement park films. These are theme parks. It's not a film for real. I didn't comment. I didn't say nothing. I didn't disagree either. But I didn't agree. I stayed out of it, and people came after him for it. And that's fine. But I stayed out of it. But I also understood where he was coming from. But I will definitely say this much. After this movie, even more than Thor: Love and Thunder, after this movie, this is what he's talking about when he says that those aren't real films. Y'all can sit up here and tell me about the story all you want to, but what y'all not telling me is if you cared or not. And if it was that impactful. You sat and enjoyed something for the sake of it. That doesn't mean it's great. I've seen movies where the plot was simple, where a man is trying to save his son from something. But the way it was done, it was horrible. Or it's excellent, vice versa. I said I would bring up The Last of Us. The Last of Us has not done anything in terms of story-wise. They have not done anything that I did not expect. But yet, the way they build
the way they build it. Yep.
When it happens, even though I know what they're doing, I feel it. The connection that Joel and Ellie are building, of course he's having a father figure role to Ellie because he failed his original daughter.
Right. Absolutely.
But I can't help but get invested in the way they're doing it.
Yep.
And MCU films have not been doing that. They are forgetting that you guys are supposed to be making films. This was just visual effects outside of MODOK was the only worst visual effect. Everything else effect-wise was
good.
great.
Okay, you cleared that up because I was going to say the same thing. I was going to say besides MODOK, whatever. God damn it. Besides him,
MODOK.
Everything else looked. I was actually blown away because everything else looked good.
Everything else was visually great.
Everything else looked good.
Visually impressive.
Absolutely.
Trust me. But that's it.
Absolutely.
I didn't feel nothing. I didn't care. The only person I cared about was Kang. I'm waiting for Kang to talk. I'm waiting for Kang to express himself. Michelle Pfeiffer's in the movie. Yeah. Paul Rudd is in the movie.
Yeah.
What's grandfather Pym? Michael Douglas is in the movie. You can't talk to me about Michelle Pfeiffer and Michael Douglas being the age that I am because I've seen them in their prime. And you got them with Paul Rudd, who's an amazing actor, 40-year-old virgin, and role models.
Role models is my
Clueless, shit. Clueless, and Jonathan Majors, who's building his resume incredibly fast.
And already...
Shout out to Creed 3, man. I'll see you there.
Yeah, right. But already shutting it down. So, yeah, okay.
Why is this movie, even though I think it's a step better than Love and Thunder, but with all these actors, why is this movie not far from being as bad or just as bad as Love and Thunder? Why? I don't blame none of the casting. I don't blame none of the actors. None of them. None of them. Even the Warrior Girl.
She was written very well.
I have no issue.
I was more interested in her story than I was like his daughter's whole thing. Like, because the daughter aspect of him it was a basic, I'm going to do what I want, but then we're going to come together at the end. It was really basic. It really was.
These actors and actresses in this movie was turning chicken-ish into chicken salad.
Yeah.
And
okay.
I just want, and for people, and I finally even here. If y'all, when I say what I say, if y'all gonna bring up money, then this conversation is not for you. I am speaking about quality. I am speaking about us as fans spending our hard-earned money to see a captivating film, even from a superhero film. Don't give me that, well, it's meant to be popcorn. I don't want to hear that. Captivating superhero films. I have a right, and I am saying that the MCU is on life support right now. This is bad. The trend is trending down. It is not superhero fatigue. It's not superhero fatigue for fans. This joint is not good. This is trending very, very bad. And I know the next scheduled movies, quote unquote, that's supposed to be coming out before we get to the next Avengers movie. And nothing about it says to me that it's going to get better. We're going to get the Marvels. We're going to get the fake Suicide Squad film. And there's another film that comes out. Then it's the Avengers. And nothing says who or what is going to challenge Kang. None of the movies. When I looked at the movies, I was like, the schedule, I was like, so who's the next group of superheroes that's supposed to take on this man? Captain America's old. Tony is dead. We got a new Black Panther. Okay, cool. We got Ant-Man and Wasp and girl Ant-Man. Okay.
There's a Fantastic Four movie, though. Reed Richards.
Go ahead, bro. I'm not knocking it, but it's just this is bad, bro. I defended this movie. I've been defending the Ant-Man franchise. Both movies, bro. But more the first one than the second.
Yeah, more the first one, right? Exactly. Yeah,
I defended it, bro. And to walk out of that movie, I couldn't believe it. Go get T.I. back. Go get my man Pinion. Go get him back, man. Go get them back. It's for better comedy relief, man. They weren't even in the movie. Go get them back.
Yeah.
Because this was not it. Out of 10, I gave it a 4.
Wow.
I gave it a 4. I gave it a 4. I projected a 7, When I walked out the theater, it was a 5, and when Ming was trying to explain things, I dropped it to a 4. I'm just.
Damn.
I'm done, bro. I got nothing else. That was a terrible movie, bro.
Damn.
And I'm strictly surprised. I am surprised.
I'm not surprised at all. I knew it was going to be. I was not expecting it to be worse than Love and Thunder.
Yeah, I said 7. I had it at 7, bro.
And to me, it was absolutely worse than Love and Thunder. Absolutely worse.
We got Guardians, Marvels. We got Captain America, which is Anthony Mackie.
Right.
We got Thunderbolts. And then I'm sorry, for 2023 is Guardians and Marvels. 2024 is Anthony Mackie and Thunderbolts. Blade is also in 2024.
That's not.
And then
Blade's not gonna happen. I'm convinced Blade's.
And then, and then that's when I think we get Avengers, Kang Dynasty. So out of all those movies, and also the films, the shows, and we know it's not Agatha, who is the new Avengers that's going to combat Kang? The post-credit scenes are great too, by the way. Okay, I'm done.
Well, with the Council of Kanes, that was obvious though. Like for people who know, and I'm pretty sure everybody did their research beforehand. Like mostly,
I like Tut King for personal reasons because he's tied to X-Men.
Exactly.
Yeah, for personal reasons, I like seeing him because he's tied to X-Men. For people who don't know, Apocalypse, that's how he ended up ruling Egypt. Because Apocalypse pulled up on King Tut and bodied him and got him up out of there.
Yeah. So I will say this too. When I saw Victor Timely at the end of the other cutscene, I was like, oh, okay, boom, they bring in Victor Timely in. Then I'm like, but I was only excited because I knew Loki season 2 coming. That's the only reason why I was like, to me, there was no time to, I didn't feel any type of connection between Paul Rudd and his daughter at all. It was like she was just there. There was no real thing. Their whole dynamic was just weird. It really was. It wasn't even like father and daughter. It was just like father and just somebody we just happened to pick up at Crumble Cookie and bring us home. And I was kind of like, okay.
I like he was teaching her to short pop.
He was like dip, hit, dip. Now that was dope. That was dope. He's like dip, hit. Okay. Yeah. So that was cool. I absolutely agree with you. I don't think there was nothing wrong with the casting. It's the writing.
Yeah, absolutely, it's all right.
It's all writing. I absolutely agree with you. I definitely feel like, and then the whole mystery, there was no reason not to tell them about Kang. There was no reason for her not to tell nobody about Kang.
My brother's wife said the same thing. She was like, "With somebody like this dude, why didn't she tell them?
Why didn't you tell them? The minute you came out the quantum realm, you should have been like, y'all, there's this dude in there that I left down there. He's gonna be a menace. Like, so there was no reason not to.
I questioned that plot. I questioned that plot point so bad. I had to ask. I was like, I remember in Ant-Man 1 when he went into the quantum realm, he doesn't remember what he saw. When Paul Rudd went in, he doesn't remember when he saw, and he came back out. So when they got Michelle Pfeiffer out in the second movie, I remember I literally had to ask. I was like, didn't she come out the quantum realm not remembering anything? And they were like, no, she just didn't say what happened in there. They never asked.
Right.
So I was like, okay.
That was kind of like okay.
That might have been a better movie if she didn't remember what she saw.
Right, because then
it would have made more sense.
It would have made more sense. Okay, Bill Murray clapping cheeks. Okay, we get it. all right, done. Ant-Man's wife, the Wasp. It was. I don't think she really served a purpose, if I'm being honest with you. Like, so I feel like her role was kind of wasted. Like, they could have had her like do something else. I was kind of like, okay. you're right. Before, God damn, why do I keep forgetting his name? MODOK. Before him, I was like, dude, this is probably the best looking Marvel movie. Like, seriously, it was beautiful. It was beautiful.
Even when he pulled up and he had the faceplate on, I was like,
yeah, it looked good. Then he opened the faceplate, and I said, holy shit, Toe. Gave you the Chris Farley. I was like, holy shit, Toe. Like, you're absolutely right. His face looked stretched. I was like, okay.
Son, while I was watching the movie, I was holding in going to the bathroom. And when MODOK pulled up, and he had the faceplate on and everything, I was like, oh, snap. And I'm holding it. I had to go to the bathroom. When he opened his faceplate, I literally got up and said, bathroom break. Delonte and me bust out laughing. I said, I'm going to use the bathroom. I knew then.
That thing
I knew right at that moment. And look, at that moment, that's when you know.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad. I went to
the bathroom, and it was outside of Jonathan Majors. For me, it was.
And I literally that's why I put Love and Thunder over it, because literally, besides Jonathan Majors and Kang, even when he's telling the story about, him, and like you said, like, when we're gonna get you home so you can hug for a minute, even though he's bad. You saw a good side of him. But even then, when she touched it, and he was like, look, I promised I was going to get you home.
Yeah, it was fire.
I'm like, man, Jonathan Majors, this dude is, oh my gosh, dude is the man.
He had sympathy on his face.
He does. Jonathan Majors does a good job at that, because even in the movie with him and his brother and their father died, it was some movie, but it's like a drama. That was good. It's all like Lovecraft Country. All his emotion is on his face.
Yes.
And like he even when he's like screaming, and you can tell, like, right, when he was just zapping people. To me, he's the best part about Ant-Man.
He is.
And I will say the other group, because when when the ooze, when they like drink the ooze, he's like, and he's like, whoa, wait, why can I hear you? He was like, man, how many holes do you have? And your man was like, whoa, okay, wait, take it easy, bro. And he was like, the dude could read the minds. He was like, man, stop thinking. He's like, stop thinking that. He was like, it's hard. I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry. But
Paul Rudd said, ain't it great to be a telepath? Said, no,
it's not.
No, it's not.
They were the best part about the movies too. But literally,
I agree. It was fine.
I was more invested in the people in the quantum zone. In the quantum zone. God damn, I just merged the phantom zone in the quantum.
Who cares? The movie sucks.
It did.
Merge whatever.
It really did. And like, by the time the movie ended, I was like, because I ain't gonna lie to you, I really thought Ant-Man was gonna take an L. So I was like, he's not coming back. I wasn't expecting him to like kill Kane off, but then I was like, okay, once he did, I was like, so now the Council of Kanes are coming in. Got you. Okay, boom, boom. I don't think, to be perfectly honest with you, I get why they made Ant-Man, but I think Ant-Man was the wrong person to bring Kane in. It makes sense if you're going with the quantum zone and all that. I can kind of get that.
All right, but what you're talking about is concept and execution.
Right. It was absolutely done wrong. It was absolutely.
And here's the beauty of what MCU and Disney did. The ending was trolling. Everyone going into they they sat back and said, people don't think Ant-Man is that great of a superhero. So they knew, or at least they guessed, that we thought that because we know Kang is the next big bad, Kang, if he's going to zip up anybody, it's going to be Ant-Man.
Ant-Man.
So we're gonna troll it.
Well, even when he he was like, "Which Avenger are you?" And he was like, "Which one are you?" And
I've killed so many. Are you the one with the hammer?
Yeah, he was like, "Are you the one with the hammer?" And he was like, "What?" Like, because even right then, Paul Rudd should have been like, wait, what do you mean you killed so many of us? Like, I don't think it was, and to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like if the movie was written in a more serious aspect, it would have been better. Like, it would have been, like, I'm not saying it wasn't jokey, but it should have been taken a little bit more serious, because once that dude would have said that to me, I would have been like, whoa, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute.
They She-Hulked it. They made the movie to troll the fans. Everybody knows Kang's the next big bad. So they were like, oh, they think we're going to have Ant-Man just die to him. Nah, we're gonna swindle it and swerve everybody. That's why the scene went when Kang was dominating him at the end. That's why they did that scene. They did that scene to make you think Kang's going to kill him and walk away victorious because he's the next big bad. Because you saw what happened when Thanos showed up. Day one, it was bodies everywhere. Yeah. He zipped up Loki. He zipped up Hulk. Hulk refused to come out. So they were like, "Oh, they think we're gonna do." Yeah, they say, "Oh, they think we're gonna do it again with Kang because we told them Kang is the next big villain." Nah, we're gonna swerve it. And again, I said it. We've said it here. I said it to everybody when I went to go see the movies with. Sometimes a straight line is the best answer, man. Straight. Don't over genius it. Because I saw reactions from people after the movie, and they said, "I thought Kang was supposed to be this big bad dude. He just lost to Ant-Man."
Yeah, exactly.
He talks to ants. Remember, he talks to ants.
Exactly.
And it took your swerve. And then took a bad move. It's bad. That's bad.
And then I don't even like the end part where he's like, "Well, did we really take him out?" I didn't even like that part, because I'm like, well, if you feel like that, shouldn't you be trying to get something together? And because it was enough for you to think about it 2 times.
Now, why would you think they did that? Because what happened after that scene? They did the birthday scene with his daughter. When he said it's not your birthday, but it's your birthday.
Right.
And what did they do with that scene to do? Plant in your mind to think that Kang about to bust through the door while they had dinner and say, "I'm not dead yet."
And I literally thought that. I was like, man, Kang about to come through. That's what I literally thought. I literally thought, like, man, Kang about to come through, because they set it up just like that. They did.
You trolling in a movie that you're supposed to be making money from. You're trolling. That's not good. That's not good filmmaking to purposely do things to troll fans in a movie. Are you crazy? Make the movie. Make a great film.
Yeah.
That's your focus. Why are you worried about our narrative about a film? Create the narrative for us to be invested in. And you're purposely doing scenes to troll the fans into thinking one thing, because they think one thing. Your job is not to care what we think. Your job is to make us think what you want us to think.
But Meek said that this Kane ain't gone, but to be perfectly honest with you, it wouldn't even make a difference, because if he is gone, it don't make a difference. It don't even make a difference. Yeah, it's right. Exactly. Exactly. It don't even make a difference if he's gone.
I promise you, this writing, the way they setting it up, it's so softball. Pause. It's so like cushiony. It's so like, oh yeah, this can't die, but don't be mad, y'all. There's 30 more. It's
right. Exactly. That's exactly how I feel.
MCU, you're failing. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm a fan of all things. I'm with all things. Y'all are failing making films. Martin Scorsese is right. Y'all not making films. You're making amusement park rides.
Well,
I go to Six Flags every year. I go to Busch Gardens. I get enough of a roller coaster already. Y'all just putting effects and showing Star Wars type effects and just shooting people and people getting like that don't mean nothing to me if I don't care why they're doing it.
But remember, make a film. But remember who the audience is for the Marvel movies. Remember who the audience is for. Like it's between the ages of 3. I wouldn't even say 3. So let's say 5 to maybe 30. Like, because it's not for us, because after 30 you're getting the people who read the books, the comic books. So it's not for us. It's for them. It's for that group set. So that's why I think it's not complicated. It's not like, okay, even the way, if you look at the past, MCU movies, nothing's really complicated about any of them. Maybe the number one, Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Define what you mean when you say it's not complicated.
Okay, like how you just said, it's point, shoot, die out, a little bit of comedy, stuff like that. With the Winter Soldier, you actually got a good storyline. You actually got how this time Hydra, they infiltrated S.H.I.E.L.D. So it was a story behind there. And it was kind of complicated. Not saying complicated to get, but there was, your mind had to be turning a little bit. With these, your mind's not turning. You're just watching. Your mind's not turning. Yeah. What's up, Tari?
Okay. I agree.
Yeah, your mind's not turning with this. It's you watching it and just putting it together all right there. Yep. You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
With the Winter Soldier, you're sitting there watching it, but your wheels had to be turning because you was like, so why? Oh, so they didn't infiltrate it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's why I think a lot of these movies are like that, and that's why Martin is calling them like amusement park movies, because there's no thinking behind it. See, with Martin Scorsese movies, you got to think behind them. The Departed. You got to think with his movies.
Funny you said top 3 movies next week, but that's a little foreshadowing. But that's what I'm talking about. Superhero films can be that captivating.
Absolutely,
and that's why I'm so mad. And that's why I'm so mad, because Winter Soldier is that captivating. As you're sitting here talking about Winter Soldier, one of the main scenes that stick out to me was when Winter Soldier was had Captain America down and was doing the "You are my mission." That's him fighting, knowing that he is wrong for what he's doing. There's emotion, it's weight. You're confusing me. I was told to do something, but it's something about your face
that I remember.
Think otherwise,
right? Absolutely.
But
absolutely,
I'm not letting this go. I gotta do my job. And then Cap hit him with the line all the way to the end. I followed all the way to the end, Bucky. And that man was like,
but see,
drag Cap's body on the beach. Cap lost. He lost the battle, John.
He did.
He lost, and he dragged Cap. He saved Cap and left him.
He did.
On your right.
And see,
on your
but
left?
see, that's the jump. That's the jump.
On your left?
It was on your left. Yep, it was on your left.
On your left.
On your left.
On your left. Anthony Mackie.
Yep, on your left. See,
that's film.
That is, and and they're able to do that, like. But see, the problem too with that, Captain America is probably the only one that's really grounded. Him, Black Widow, they're probably the only ones that's really grounded. Like, even though Iron Man is kind of too, because he's just, I'm not saying, but in a nutshell, he's just a person that's smart and build suits.
Yeah.
They're grounded. Kang, Ant-Man, Vision. They're not grounded. Like, Thor, they're not grounded. Like, Ant-Man's literally making himself tiny to go into the quantum. It's a lot of science behind it that they got to try to get going. And see, and that's another thing. I would prefer, like with this Ant-Man, I would have preferred the science part. We didn't get enough science for me. And that stuff kind of intrigues me with that. Like, and I didn't get that. I got him reading a book, like his own book, and it just wasn't, like I said, I was more invested in the people who were in the quantum zone than anybody else. Like, I'm like, damn, it would have been nice for them to have a flashback to say, oh, how did Kane take over y'all stuff? Because in the beginning, he was kind of like Voldemort. Nobody said his name. They was just like him. They was just like him. He was like Voldemort of the MCU. They was just like, no, him. He's coming. Yep. That's all you heard. You never heard his name until later on. And that kind of intrigued me. I'm like, bet. So even if they had went into some stories, and it would have been dope. Yeah. It would have been dope.
Michelle Pfeiffer just knew the walkie she was talking to and just cut his arm off and said, "Here's your arm back. Can I get a ride?" and got a ride. It was like, yeah, I know what's popping around here,
bro. And then,
yeah,
and like
okay.
even then, I get Michelle's. I get what she had to do because she was doing it for her family. She was like, I can't let you out of here. Now, and I get that part. I get Kane being upset that he's in there. But even then, even when he did it, like the first thing he did when he saw her, he was just like, "Bring her to me." He didn't even want to kill her yet. He didn't want to kill her.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes, you can.
When the daughter had created the beacon to the quantum realm that got them all sucked in, who activated the beacon on the other side?
Wasn't it your boy?
Kane?
No, the Mo. I keep saying Mo.
It was MODOK?
He said he's
Did
the
they
one.
show that?
You know, he said it. He said, I was the one who like figured out your signal or got your signal because he was like, thanks, you made my job easy.
I was in the bathroom.
Okay, yeah. Then so he was when he caught him and Ant-Man, he was like, oh yeah, and thanks for your signal. You made my job real easy. Thanks. That's what he told her.
I was in the bathroom.
Yeah, you was probably in the bathroom when that was going on. Yep.
Doesn't change a damn thing.
And then
let me not say that. I'm sorry.
And
YouTube don't monetize curse words anymore. I'm sorry.
And
you gotta say that word.
And that's another thing. This dude, man, when he made him, he was like, "Oh, so you think I won't kill your daughter?" I was like, right then, and that's another thing. Right then, if it was me, immediately would have got serious. I would have stopped playing with Kane. I would have been like, you know what? All right, we're gonna do such and such. Boom, boom. Like, I personally wasn't invested in no one in Ant-Man. Their stories weren't interesting besides Kang and the people who were already in the quantum realm. That's it. That's all I was invested in. And that's why I say for me, I know some people are here. In fact, thank you. This will be the time for you to like and subscribe. But for me, I'm gonna tell you straight up, I think Love and Thunder is better than Ant-Man.
I think Ant-Man is better, but not by much. And when I say not by much, I'm talking about point. That's 0 decimal point. Pick a number between 1 and 5. It is not far off. Ant-Man was trash.
It was.
And
it was pretty bad.
And I'm not angry.
Hell, I'm
disappointed.
I'm even going to say the Eternals was better than Ant-Man for me.
Eternals was better than Ant-Man.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. Yeah. The story. But see, I think a lot of people just didn't like the Eternals because it wasn't action-packed. That's what I think the problem with the Eternals was. It actually had a story that they were sticking to, like, because everybody was talking how bad. But I heard some people say today that Black Widow was bad. And to be honest, I think Black Widow was better than Ant-Man.
I watched Black Widow once. Maybe I gotta watch it again, but as of today, Black Widow probably is better than Ant-Man.
I was really like, damn, we really hating on, damn it. But now when I think about it, it may just be, for me, it may be the worst movie. No, it's not. Because you still got Iron Man 3.
Yeah.
Iron Man, Iron Man, Ant-Man. But Iron Man 2 was pretty damn bad. Yeah. So it's not the worst movie in the MCU, but it is. Yeah. If I had to say so, I would say you can wait for it to come on Disney Plus.
No.
Damn,
you can wait to get it for free.
Damn, you
Find
giving it free?
For free.
God damn, that's bad.
Hey, y'all.
Thank you, Tari. Yeah, the Eternals did have a good story.
For all y'all listening, look, Ant-Man, if y'all ain't seen it yet, don't waste your time. It's okay.
Well,
You're not missing nothing.
I would like, you can at least see the Kang. The Kang introduction was okay. The Kang introduction was pretty good.
Bruh,
I like that.
No, I mean, bruh. I use this analogy, and this is wrestling fans, but I use this analogy. I said, how would you feel if Brock Lesnar showed... let's say Goldberg. Everybody know Goldberg. Let's say Goldberg showed up and went on a 180 win streak without losing, but then he ends up losing to somebody like the Brooklyn Brawler or Doink the Clown, a little bum, a little small guy.
Whoa. Put some respect on Doink the Clown. Put some respect on Doink the Clown. Put some respect on Doink the Clown.
Early 90s Doink was fire, but the mid 90s Doink was different. But the point is, that's what they did to Kang. They did not make him a ominous villain. They felt okay with killing off this Kang because there's a Kang dynasty behind him.
Right.
And that's not smart because
AJ, wait,
Kang is
put the cup down though. I keep hearing the cup.
I'm sorry. Every Kang is important. Kang is important.
Agreed.
And regardless of what you're gonna do with this Kang or that Kang, this Kang should not have failed so easily.
Agreed.
With all the emotion and all the tension and everything he brought to the movie. Kang is not a no run-of-the-mill villain because you got other variants of Kangs available.
He's not.
That's fucking terrible. Yeah. That is very, very terrible. Yeah. That's very terrible.
I agree with that.
It's not good.
Well, that's why we kept on saying he was going to lose because it's Kang we're talking about here. This, like you said, this is not your everyday villain. So, and I get it, but I ain't gonna lie to you. I would have been perfect, even if he didn't kill him. If he had took him out of commission, like for a while, I would have been absolutely okay with that. But like to me, I think they introduced the variants too fast. Like they did that too. It's too fast. You mean from like? Oh well, yeah, because you did get the. Yeah, you may be.
They killed the Kang that even the casual fan would know.
Right.
And then start showing other Kangs.
But what I feel like they're going to do, they're just going to bring another Kang in to replace the one they took out here. Like, and it's going to be like he never left. And it's going to be like he never left. That's what I feel like is going to happen.
So, you talking about the same Kang or the variant Kangs?
I feel like they're going to bring a variant Kang, and he's going to just look just like this one that was in Ant-Man. And I feel like it's going to be like he never dipped. That's what I feel like.
That's watering down the villain.
True.
That's watering down the villain.
It is.
That's watering down the villain.
But then again too, I really want to see what Loki season 2 has in, because I ain't gonna lie, the after credits when we see the Council of Kangs, then we see Loki and the other one. See, that's Shar just said the same thing Ming did, that this Kang is not dead. And to be perfectly honest with you, he's not. He just got pulled into the thing, so he may not even be dead. I'm more seeing. I want to see what Loki season 2 has. That's what I'm more interested in. That's what I'm more interested in.
I personally think that even if they want to go with what Shar and shout out to Shar, what up, Shar?
I know. Shar acting bougie. She acting real like a real McAsshole these days.
Shout out to what's good, Shar?
Shout out to Shar. Hey, y'all clap it up for Shar Made in here. Y'all clap it up for Shar.
Yeah.
Clap it up for Shar.
Shar, hey, what's up? Real love. Like, what's good? But Ming was saying the same thing. Shar saying the same thing.
Yeah, Ming said it. Ming saying, yes, there ain't no way this Kang is gone. If he is gone, then I'll be more disappointed in this phase.
But this is a terrible build. It's a terrible build. Like, remember, Thanos was after credits for like 7 movies.
He was though. He was
not in the main movie. He was after credits.
Yeah, he was
7
because
movies.
The first time you got him, you just got the turnaround for his face. Then you got him putting his hand in the glove. You're right. In the gauntlet. Like, you're right though. You're absolutely right.
Yes,
you're right.
It was like 7 movies where he was after credits, not during the movie.
Yep.
Not right after the movie. He was after Agreed. Credits, and it got to the point where he said, "Y'all messing up. I had a job for y'all. Y'all not doing y'all job. It's time for me to get hands on. And when he got hands on at the beginning of Infinity War, my goodness,
man,
he came through.
He did. He came through.
Kang got beat.
Yeah.
And I love you, Ant-Man. I'm not one of those guys.
But there's no way.
He got beat by a dude that can shrink and go giant.
Yeah, there's no way.
On, bro.
There's
Kang
no
don't
way.
fall to somebody like that, bro.
He don't. Kang is not to be. In fact, if I'm being honest, Kang is probably one of the strongest villains in the Marvel universe. Absolutely. So it's kind of, and I get what you. And then, like I said, and like maybe for real, kind of like you're saying, we should have just had this Ant-Man, and then maybe Kang was just, or that'd be a good way to start it. He already in the zone. I keep calling I'm going to keep calling the Phantom Zone, but he in the realm, the quantum realm, and maybe you just get a clip of him like, it's time to go, like some shit like that. You know, I'm just saying, I'm just throwing it out there. You know what I'm saying?
I'll ask you this question, and I'll ask everybody this question: is there a superhero film that was great where the villain wasn't lit? I didn't think so.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to. Yeah.
I didn't think so. 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 Yeah. Yeah, I didn't think so.
Yeah, you may be right. You may be right. Yeah, you may be right. Okay, you may be right.
Didn't think so.
Yeah, you got that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You got
on the
that.
bulletproof list, William Dafoe, Green Goblin. Don't recast that. Leave that alone.
Yeah, leave that alone.
Leave William Dafoe. Leave William Dafoe alone. Excellent. I had to come back to that. I'm sorry.
Excellent.
William Dafoe. When I say what I just said, leave him alone. William Dafoe, Green Goblin. Boop, bulletproof. Don't recast that. If you think you gotta recast the Green Goblin, that means you shouldn't be casting the Green Goblin.
Doing the movie. Yeah, period.
Yeah, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
I really can't believe people were really. I mean, today at work, I was really losing my mind. People were really like Ant-Man was better than, and I just could not. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Jay, I ain't gonna lie to you. I thought you was gonna say that Thor: Love and Thunder was better than Ant-Man. I really did.
Oh, heck. Yeah, I really did. Outside of the Screaming Goats, I detest Thor: Love and Thunder. Man. Outside of the Screaming Goats, but I'll give you Thor: Love and Thunder fans a little reprieve. I will not argue against you if you think it is better than Quantumania, because Quantumania was that bad. Yeah, it was a terrible. It was terrible film. It was terrible. It was terrible. I can't express it enough. That was terrible. That was terrible.
It was.
Y'all like.
Yeah.
Now I want to see I want to see the Batwoman movie now, because I mean, hey, look, and New Mutants couldn't even get a solid release in the movie.
and I truly have a problem with that, because I want to know the same people who were saying New Mutants was trash. I wanted to see if those are the same people saying Ant-Man was garbage. I want to, because excuse me, the people who saying New Mutants was garbage are the same people who saying Ant-Man is like an 8. Because I'm trying to tell you, like, even with the Eternals, everybody kept on saying it was bad. So I waited till it came on Disney Plus, y'all. And I'm sitting here watching it. I'm sitting here watching. I'm like, this is not bad. This is not bad. Yeah, but I literally, now if you put me in a room and I had to make a choice between Ant-Man and Eternals, I'm picking Eternals.
I'm picking Eternals.
Straight up. No lie, no cap. I'm telling you straight up.
Straight up.
So,
I'm with you, bruh.
Yeah.
I'm with you, bruh. I'm watching Thor 1 and maybe even Thor 2. Hey, you know what?
Shit, I don't know.
You know what?
I don't know.
You know what? Maybe not so much Thor 2, but I will say this. I'll definitely watch Ragnarok again over Ant-Man Quantumania. Man, and I think, and you know how
I know how you feel about it.
I think Ragnarok is trash. I think Ragnarok is just.
You did say
Ragnarok is better. Yeah, Ragnarok is better than Thor: Love and Thunder, but I think Ragnarok is trash. Let me put it to you. I think Thor Ragnarok is garbage. Now you like, Jay, you said garbage. Okay. Well, garbage you keep in the house, trash you take outside. So garbage you can leave in the house. So I will leave Thor Ragnarok as garbage in my house, but trash like Thor Love and Thunder, you take that outside. You like, hey yo, this is a poopy diaper. This is 5-day-old crab legs. This is like all that. You throw that in the trash. You take that outside, bro.
Y'all gonna put some respect on Thor Love and Thunder. That's a good hill to die on right there. That's a good hill to die on. That's a good hill to die on.
No, it ain't.
It's a good day to die.
It ain't.
I'm gonna stand by Thor Love and Thunder.
With Ant-Man Quantumania, it is a good hill to die on. But outside of that,
like,
no, it ain't.
I literally walked out the movie theater. And I was like just looking at my reflection in the thing. And I was like, something's in like the Batman job. I was just like, what did I just watch? Like I literally was like, it was.
You know that gif where there's a whole bunch of complicated math equations going through the person's head. And you're like, yeah, and they sitting there like, that's how I was. I was like, what did I?
It was.
And I brought this up, and I brought this up after we watched the movie. I said, "Yo, this is so crazy." And I saw Knock at the Cabin. I went out to eat. Shout out to Tay. Shout out to Kiki. I went out to eat with Tay and Kiki, and they kept asking me like what I felt about Knock at the Cabin. I was just like, I don't know. It don't suck, but it ain't the greatest. You just gotta watch it for yourself. But at least I was more entertained watching Knock at the Cabin than Ant-Man and Quantumania.
There was nothing that I was looking forward to. Like, you're right. Everything was just happening. There was nothing to look forward to. So that's my take, or that's our take on the show. I mean, on the movie. You guys, like I said, it's nothing that you need to rush to go see. Like,
you don't watch Megan. You know Megan. Oh yeah, I'm sorry.
Megan the Little Jones. In fact, I'm gonna be watching that this week because I hadn't seen that yet, and I heard that was okay. So I'm gonna be watching that this week. I got some Google credits. I got some Google credits that I can use for that. So I'm gonna be watching that this week.
I think it's coming to Peacock. Pause.
You
got Peacock.
Do I have Peacock? I gotta see.
I got Peacock because of WWE.
So
that's why I got for wrestling. But
I will say, Jay, next week we do need to at least get your 3 movies together. 3.
I got my 3.
We're gonna have Sabrina on the show, and after I fry her for saying Avatar, the greatest movie of all time, I'm like, but you know what? I ain't gonna lie, she stood her ground. I gave her 3 times to be like, Avatar, your top movie of all time. She died on that hill 3 times. She said, I'm standing by it. So I was like, now I gotta have her top 10. Got to now.
I need to no offense, but I need to saute. I need to see the seasoning before I decide to put her. The season fire griller. I want to hear it. I really legit want to hear this because I am not emotionally invested in Avatar enough to say like it's a great film or not. It's just a very entertaining film to watch.
It's a very entertaining film.
I look at it.
And I ain't gonna lie, I think it had, whatever year it came out, it had it in a chokehold because it was, I saw it 3D and it did make a hell of a difference being 3D. But then like when I watched it at home, I was like,
I didn't watch it. I watched this one 3D, but I didn't watch the first one 3D. I watched that bootleg.
Damn. I do need to see the second one though because I heard that one was like
second one 3D.
I heard the second one was good too. Okay.
I felt the second one was better than the first one, to be honest with you. That's my personal opinion.
Wow.
It's just without saying, I'm not going to divulge any spoilers, but there is certain, like they introduced certain narratives that they did not finish. They didn't answer it too, but I understand why, because he got another 2 more down the pipeline.
Yeah, probably.
And to be honest, I think he already shot scenes for them for the next one because it's supposed to be if Google it because it is on Google, but he did a time skip in the movie, so he shot the scenes in the second one. There's kids, so he shot the scenes with the kids early on for the next movie. and then he's gonna wait in real life
till they get
older,
right? Till they get older,
to shoot
right?
the rest of the film because it's supposed to be like a time skip thing,
okay,
without giving away the movie for real.
Okay.
But there is jokes being flown around because the Avatar, James Cameron Avatar, is very much so mimicking Avatar Airbender because in the first Avatar they were on land. In the second Avatar,
they're in the water. Oh, hey, you're right.
And look, here's the worst part. And here's the funniest part. The third Avatar, which he already kind of gave a little bit of the plot away, they're going to be dealing with people that live amongst the fire, and they're going to meet other blue avatars that are more evil than the first two set of Avatar people that they met.
So Avatar gonna have a fire nation. Avatar gonna have a fire nation. Avatar gonna have a fire nation, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah, he said, because remember in the first one, the humans are the bad guys.
Right, basically.
The second one, the humans are the bad guys again.
So there's humans,
the third one, he was like, we're going to move away from the humans being the bad guy and show that the other blue Avatar people can be bad guys too under the Fire Nation.
And when I think about it, I did like it because it was a lot of science behind it.
Yeah.
Shaw said Fire Lord about to be tall and blue. No, you know what would really kill it though? If they wore like red stuff. I'd be like, oh my God. I swear to God.
Look, in the second movie, something that MCU films should follow behind. In the second movie, when the main characters got to the Water Nation, pun intended, the water nation. The Water Nation. They were teaching them how to swim and hold their breath.
Oh my God! Okay, now I gotta watch it. So basically, we literally just had Earth. The first movie was Earth because they were Earthbenders in the first movie, right? Okay, all right. I see where this is going. Hey, James, James, you think you slick becoming one with the animals and shit in the first one? Your man real live was like,
they do the same thing with the water. They do the same thing in the water. They do the same thing in the water, bro. But they take 3 hours to explain every minute detail,
But you know what? That's what I liked about the first one. Because like when you learn the air they can't breathe, that I liked that part because it was explained. Yeah. I like that.
Explain everyone like no spoiler. A particular character meets a particular sea creature, right? And it's like, oh my God! And then when the particular character goes back to the people that live on the water island, he's like, oh, you met this dude. No, don't mess with that type of creature. He's crazy. Blah, 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 blah. They detail every bit of water creature that is to know. And
I'm just
all 3 hours is not wasted, bro.
Okay, so say less. I'm gonna watch Avatar. Say less. But now I feel like I gotta watch the first Avatar to get my brain right again because I'm like, I remember it vaguely. Like I remember, and I'm talking about the first one. I remember that's the dude in the wheelchair actually goes to the place. Sigourney Weaver goes to.
Yep.
And then they become Earthbenders. They become Earthbenders.
It is a literally correlation. Like it's literally I watched the first one once. It's a 3 hour.
It is a 3 hour movie, bro.
I watched it once, and I remember enough that when I saw the second movie, I was not completely lost.
Okay.
I wasn't completely lost. I remember the major plot points of the first one to be able to understand what was going on in the second.
I gotta remember how, because I don't remember where the place was. Like it wasn't in space; it was on Earth. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that deep.
I don't remember that. Right, and see. Damn it!
I think Earth is. I remember the general though. Dying.
I remember the general who took the arrow to the heart. I remember him.
So you can watch the second movie easily then.
Oh, okay, all right. Because I remember he was trying to take him out. Okay, all right.
Yeah, you can watch the second movie easily then.
Okay, so
As long as you remember that part, then you good.
Okay.
But yes, Waterbender, Fire Nation. Yep, Earth, Water.
Oh
Fire.
my God. No, what if they had the interest and they were like, air, and then like it's an avatar flying on the jump like with like little webbing underneath his arms, and he just like air. You're like, holy shit! The planet is Pandora, so it was a whole different planet. Yeah,
because Earth is dying. I think Earth is dying, so they found another planet where they could live and milk off of, and it turned out to be where the avatars is. But remember, the avatars got the security system that keep Earthlings from coming into
that jump, right? And that's why I don't remember, because I remember the first one they had to plug in to something like to get their conscience.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch it again to like remember it, get my brain going.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, because they go under the tree, because they fully become when they go under the tree, and
okay, I'm gonna have to feel it. I do know they're super taller than the humans. They're like okay, I got okay. They're like damn Gandalf compared to the hobbits. They're like but that's it for this week. We're gonna have tune in next week, because I want some of you all to throw your top 10s, not now, but we're gonna have y'all movies on the chat too, so we can rank them, because I'm not gonna lie to you, I feel like this should be a series, because Sabrina really threw me off when it was fun. It was fun when she was telling me. I was like, Avatar, I was just like, what? So I'm curious to see what other people, because Avatar. I've also realized today at work, not a lot of people, we have not seen all the same movies. Like I was telling them today how Boondock Saints is probably one of the greatest movies ever made, and only me and like maybe 4 people raised our hands when we was like, who's seen Boondock Saints? So it's good to see, like, damn, man, I wonder what everybody else's favorite movie was. Like, somebody asked me, Joshua, what was your favorite Denzel movie? Easily said Fallen. I said, Fallen's my favorite Denzel movie of all time. To me, that's his best movie. Like, I love Fallen. And I was kind of like, Fallen is my favorite Denzel movie. So, next week, I want you all to be here. And at one point in time during Blerd Talk, I'm looking over this way, but during Blerd Talk, I want to say, hey, start listing your favorite movies, your top 3. And y'all list y'all top 3. We're going to go through them and just see them. So that's what's up. But
so you're like Malcolm X.
Yeah. No, I like Malcolm X. But to me, Fallen is his like top 1 for me. And then I ain't gonna lie to you, it's probably Deja Vu, then Glory, then Malcolm X.
What about Ricochet?
So we'll see y'all next week. If you can't be good,
you didn't like Ricochet.
If you can't be good, be good. I was not a big fan of Ricochet. So next week, y'all, be there.
What about the movie with him and Russell Crowe?
Him and Russell Crowe. What was that?
Hold on, I'm about to get the movie. Hold on.
Him and Russell Crowe. Him and Russell Crowe.
He was Denzel was arrested, and they put him in that VR seat on Ultracity.
That was when he was tracking. Yeah, that was good. Hell yeah, when he was the cop. Yes, that was good. Ultracity was good. Yes, you're right. That movie was good. Damn, that's when Denzel was in his prime. Denzel was in his prime then. All right, y'all. We love y'all. Stay frosty. Next week, we expect y'all to be here. So, be here. I forgot about Ultra.